We're gonna Sigma, Magma, Hyphen, Hypher, Storm, Ango, Watson. I'm always training. And it's always this training that really gets to me. When I'm engulfed in this training, I find the expression of my being more so than I would if I was not training. With this training, I can breathe deeper, walk heavier, more confidently. And it's just in this training for myself that I get connected to my past lives, to the warrior lives, to some really good lives as well. No one gave a fuck back then. No one cared back then so much. Depends how back then you go. But the earth is just gonna be swayed into the rape of this time. The universal consciousness, we as a collective mind, is what's gonna sway and rape nature, which is what's gonna sway and rape the English language, or the language around the nature that's around you. And it's not a real God, it's a false God. We can create a false God over anything. If we only watched one television channel with a man named Borber Watson, then of course Borber Watson is what all the nature is going to say. It's what we're going to love, it's what we're going to be talking about. If there was only one channel, no computer, only one television in every home, in every room, and every radio station talking about Borber Watson, then of course our false god would be Borber Watson out in nature, which is what all these people have swayed you to believe, and swayed your consciousness and raped your consciousness from the very beginning. Now it's time to break free from these chains of rape. These men with the 8-inch wide penises that are raping you, and we're saying I love it. The earth doesn't care. The earth is still going to be there. We're only here for 100 years. The earth does not care at all. The earth is wise to know that none of this man-made stuff means anything other than a chair. The earth knows that the earth is overpopulated already. The only thing we have, everything is farms. Everything. Farms for this overpopulation when there's people starving. I'm not saying I'm a humanitarian, even if I save the whole world of hunger. I'm not saying I'm a master, even if I talk about all the masters, and everyone's my disciple. Even if I say fuck all the masters, fuck all the disciples. There's only some real disciples, the ones who become enlightened. The real disciple doesn't care. The real disciple becomes enlightened in this life. Why does it need for these so-called masters to tell you to become enlightened? To convince you and sway you the same way that the man in society that governs us sways and rapes us. I don't need this shit as nature, speaking as nature. Nature doesn't need this shit. You guys think you're all conspiring together around the whole earth in peace, calling each other faggot, wankster, all this crap that you guys are saying, whispering to each other that I can hear you guys say. Faggot, bitch, you're a moron. Breaking everyone down so that we can say anything we want to each other, and that we are brick walls that you can't say anything to. Calling that world peace. We're all holding hands across the world and across the oceans, whispering our bullshit to each other, calling it world peace. And that one person that snaps, the one person that's honest, the one person that's the truth with themselves and with everybody else, is who everyone else says is fake. Everyone else says is a bitch because they broke that chain. And they say that guy's the snitch. Man, you guys are all the snitch on the truth. The truth does something stupid. When you're looking at animals that are the nature, the truth of those animals is the weirdo. The truth of those animals is the one that does something weird. The truth of that animal is the one doing flips, rolling around in the ground, doing something random, getting themselves into some Winnie the Pooh situations. The fucking everything that's out there is saying the same shit altogether because they're getting raped by this universal consciousness of minds. Go to a fucking quarry and get to a fucking gold mine and meditate in there. Shine your light bright. You guys are dim little lights walking around, flicking around, wagging your tiny little wee tails. You guys are weak representatives of the past, weak representatives of nature. Nature's potential, that is. Making 1,001 rationales for your 1,001 rationales for your 1,001 rationales. When I'm getting to this one point, everything that those men want you to look away from. Why they call it the government? Because it's for women to say, yeah, we govern man. We government. We govern men. Oh, and we're cool and we meant it. The only thing cool about nature is women. Because nowadays we're all raping even nature. So we're so against this earth that we're raping nature and giving our technological robot brains to nature. Acting as little kids. It's not wise for a modern day so-called master to be being raped by the people in front of him. And their consciousness in front of him. To be being raped by the things around them. And the consciousness, the universal consciousness of this nature. Because of all these high elite people who set this entrapment camp for you to believe that it's not one. While everyone else is suffering. like the bitches that we are. So they give you this fucking slave ship called the church, so that we can all believe that we're living a great life, and we're gonna donate money to them, and we're gonna pray for them to believe that we're helping them when they're all out there starving and dying, like the bitches that we are. So that all these people can help them, so that 99% of people don't donate. That we're just saying, okay, those people donate, so we're good too. So that we can believe that we're good too, on the same ship, dragging and surfboarding behind it, with a rope attached to it, doing damn flips off the waves from the boat that's moving full capacity, trying to save these people. Like a bunch of bitches. If we weren't such bitches, we would have already saved all the people that are starving, all the people that are dying. We would have helped them and get to the right consciousness so they can live and support themselves in a universal earth and a universal community, because we all should love ourselves as we all claim that we do. Just so we can feel ourselves good, feel ourselves, and believe that ourselves are good. Those people that are helping them are the people that are going to benefit. We are the people who are believing we're going to benefit that are never going to benefit. Just give a fucking coin to some bum who's going to get a fucking another 40 of beer. Who's in that 40 of beer, that guy's going to have a fuller life than a lot of these people who are getting saved and who are suffering. Those people who are just fucking suffering with no food at all. I mean those real sufferers, not the fucking average sufferers. I mean the people who are gonna die, who are dying and are gonna die. That's everyone. Everyone's suffering and everyone's gonna die. Even the priest, no matter how much he talks about all his love stuff, he's still repressed. He has his repressed, ugly self behind a veil, which is his beautiful mask. Look it up in psychology. It's a proven psychology. Oh, but God has nothing to do with psychology. God has nothing to do with science. God has nothing to do with philosophy. Nature doesn't. But I'm damn sure there's a God out there that cares. I damn sure don't care. I don't care what people think about me. My viewer didn't care what people thought about him. You guys are raping nature. Literally raping nature. There's no more nature anymore. Fucking farming a bunch of animals to slaughter them, that's not nature. It has nothing to do with nature. It's going against nature. But our consciousness rapes nature. Isn't that, is that paradoxical? Is that paradoxical? As above, so below. So this fucking earth is a fucking hell now. If it seems like it's heaven. I'm trying to get people to a real peaceful state of mind. But it's not people's breaking points yet. For some people it is. 1% of people. I do not stop. What's the difference between me and somebody else saying it? The point's the same. But I'm better than all of them, so what's the difference? I should say this instead of everyone else. We don't need all those masters of the West. All we need is Osho and Muji, and we can just get rid of everyone else. They make the point blunt and clear for you. They tell you everything you need to know. So what's the difference between all those other people? I'm better than them. All of them.